battle in there, you've got to win to advance, and not advance, but to take home the cash.
Yeah, take home that cash. Again, 3,000 and 2,000 euros up for grabs here. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, this is going to be good because Judo, he put up a really good fight against Sensu. He really did. And we saw some skilled attacking and defending. Again, NiNjaHeRos with a lot of patience earlier.
Very patient.
So we're going to get right into it. And JUDosLoth up first on the attack.
Right, and again, this is going to be best 3 out of 5 now, and all the other ones were best 2 out of 3. So they're going to have a couple chances to kind of figure things out and work their way through it.
Exactly. We'll see how many bases we see. We've seen a lot of repeats of bases today.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe with just the traps, the mines moved around a little bit. And JUDosLoth looks like he's really trying to take as much time as he can to focus. And that, again, is the great thing about the way the Builder Village works. You can switch out your army camps up until the point that the battle starts.
Right.
And once the battle timer starts, then you're locked into whatever is on the screen.
Yep, so it looks like we're getting this countdown here. He's going to have a couple barbarians, some archers, and some minions. No way to really get into the core, no bombers in this, so he's going to have to clear away. And again, we're going to see if this AI of this battle machine affects the attack if he decides to go around and attack something else.
Exactly. I mean, one of the keys maybe would be to try to use the archers, the beta minions, to take out some of the stronger defenses on the inside. Maybe on the left-hand side, it's hard to say where they're going to go.
Yeah.
To try to create at least a path so that if the battle machine is working on a wall, it's not getting annihilated by a double cannon.
Right, that's definitely going to be the biggest thing. And up at the top, obviously, we have that guard post with all of its units still alive, that archer working its way up to take out that beta minion. So it's just going to be those 2 barbarians and that archer. So that could do some distracting to the battle machine. So if he deploys up there, he's going to have to keep that in mind.
Yep, so 18% so far. You've got a couple more archers and the beta minions to deploy, and you can see the left side getting pretty clear right here as the beta minions working on that. It's a lot of hit points on that gold storage there, though.
And the biggest thing is going to be taking out that double cannon, because again, that has done so much damage to the battle machine today. It's taken out them very, very quickly, so he's got to get that down before he drops off his battle machine.
And you can see he's really trying to get that clear, but he's having a lot of trouble with that gold mine. This is a great defensive setup right here with the high hit point gold storage set right outside that double cannon. And again, ideally, it looks like that's probably what he was hoping. Get that double cannon down, and at least then you're going to have the battle machine working on a wall without getting nailed by the double cannon.
Right.
And now he's going to come in from the right-hand side.
So he's coming in from the right-hand side with that roaster and that Tesla over there. He's going to get away from that double cannon. Doesn't want to deal with it at this point. And he's just got to get in here through this wall. He's sitting in his archers. He's got 1 left. Got a couple barbarians. He's got to get through this wall quick, though.
Yep, 33% damage. And you can see the pathing. Once he gets through this wall, battle machine may end up going to the builder hall before it faces one of the crushers. And you've also got 20 or so barbarians left.
Ooh, and the mortar is doing work to all of that, as is the roaster.
Come the barbs.
He might be able to get off another ability here, but that archer staying on short range is going to do so much damage. But he's distracting over on the left side so that mortar doesn't shoot all of his barbarians down here on the right. He's going to have to head in 48%, heading for the crusher.
50%, he's got 1 star.
There he goes.
He's got 1 star, but it doesn't look like he's got any chance, so he's going for percentage on the top right here. Clock tower, lots of hit
after
points.
That clock tower. Got to get it down with that last barbarian. He's not going to. 53% right there.
So JUDosLoth kind of, you know, now you can see players are playing both sides of the fence in that they don't want to be stuck with a low 1 star.
Right.
They're trying to go for max percentage just in case they get stuck at 1 star and their opponent is going to go for that pick-off strategy.
Right, because I honestly think that we've probably seen more 1 stars than 2 stars today, and that percentage really has come into play for who ends up winning.
And I have to say, I love the balance of that because, you know, it's nice when not every battle is just a gimme win.
Right.
You know, I mean, you're struggling just to get the 2nd star, and these are some top players. I mean, we're early in Builder Hall 6, but still, these guys are skilled, and there is that same base that really did well way back in the first round. And this is probably the first time NiNjaHeRos has had a chance to attack.
And that reminds me again of a base that we've seen in Clash of Clans as well. There aren't too many on the main base. There aren't too many walls wasted. He's got a great amount of compartments, which are really going to distract anything as they try and get in there. So getting that battle machine into the core is going to be very, very difficult on this base.
Yeah, and the interesting part about this base layout is back in the home village, when you use empty compartments, it'll cause the wall breakers to not worry about those walls. But these aren't wall breakers. These are bombers, and they will still go after those walls even if there's no target of value within that enclosure.
Right.
So You know, it's interesting. They look like wall breakers, but we all have to remember they're not. They're bombers.
They
all right,
are.
so archers and beta minions.
Start here, archers and beta minions. I think this is the first time that we've seen 2 camps of archers, 2 camps of beta minions here. Maybe he's just going for percentage here because obviously there's only that 53% that he has to beat. So NiNjaHeRos has to get over that 53% in order to take this win.
Yep, so a obviously different attacking strategy, not worried too much about getting over those walls. These guys are just going to sit around on the outside and pick units off, despite the longer range archer towers on the right and the top left there. And 12% so far. Yeah,
there's a whole lot of structures around the outside. On the right side, he does have that one short-range archer tower, but he also has those firecrackers up there to help.
Yeah, they're set pretty. You're right. They're set pretty far to the outside there, so nothing is just free up there in that area.
No. Obviously, down here at the bottom, he's got some pretty good damage down at the bottom. Those firecrackers are going to cause some problems, but he should be able to take out that double cannon fairly easily. The archer tower up at the top is doing work on those minions.
33, 36, working its way up. Archers get through the gem mine at the top, still cloaked. And again, that's what's so cool and unique about the troops here at the Builder Village versus back at home is everybody's got an ability. We don't have spells, but they all have abilities that are unique.
Right, and yeah, the cloak has definitely come into a big play here when it comes to these patient attacks that Cerise and Ninja have been doing, where they use that cloak, they take out the buildings as best as they can, and he's working his way up there. Again, 53% is what he's got to beat, 48% is where he's at. He's still got his battle machine. I don't think he's going to have
it looks like a pretty much a clear win here
There's that
for NiNjaHeRos.
Right,
he's got the 53% right there.
There it goes.
And it's just going to be a matter. There it is. So NiNjaHeRos clinching the victory right here.
Taking the first one. And he's still got his battle machine down. He's just got to drop that off. Still has a minute to play. But again, at this point, it doesn't really matter the percentage that he gets because he's already taken this first one. So
he can relax a little bit. And again, probably like we've seen before, Ninja is going to use this as information gathering right now. A bit of a scout attack to see, how things are going to work and see maybe if he's thinking about what if he needs to two-star this later on. Because it's very possible that Judo's going to be using this again, because in order to win this bronze medal match, Ninja's going to have to pick up 3 victories.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Now he's working his way in, and there's no real direct damage there for the battle machine, which is surprising. The only double cannon that's left is up on the top right. It's going to be completely out of range.
Speaking of second stars,
here
comes.
We go, working his way in. That archer is obviously doing a lot of damage to it, being in that short range. But if he works his way around, goes left, he's going to go straight to the Builder's Hall. The Roaster's on it, but he should take it down.
Easily. There it goes. Second star. 2-star. And look at the percentage.
Yeah, 71%.
He's going to get the firecrackers down.
There he goes. 74.
Another ability goes off, but the Crusher takes him down.
Wow, that 74% is one of the highest percentages that we've seen today. We've had an 83 and a 71 and a 74. Most of them have been fairly low.
Yeah, so that being the second highest percentage we've seen all day.
Yeah.
So a super solid attack. And again, when it looked like maybe he just crossed 50%, there's another 20% left on that base. A solid win for Ninja, but he needs 2 more.
Right, he does most definitely need 2 more, so we'll see what happens here. Obviously, best 3 out of 5, so we'll see what base he faces here. I feel like we've only seen 2 from Judo, so I don't know if we'll see a third.
That's true, yeah. Judo counting on a lot from that base early on. It did really well in the first round, but right there, that was some devastation to that base. I'm guessing that one's being put away for now.
Oh, yeah.
And we're probably going to see something else from Judo.
Especially with Ninja being able to get in there and get one of the highest percentages of the day down with those 2 stars. He's going to have to send him a different base if he's going to have a chance of defending.
Yeah, and it just shows that, there's 2 ways to get through these walls. 1, with the bombers getting through the walls, and 2, clearing out enough defenses that something else can melt their way through a wall.
Right.
And that was well done. So here we go. We're taking a look at another base.
I think this might be a new one. It looks a little bit like a cyclone with that little wrap around where it can kite things around there. And let's see, all their archer towers are set to low. So that's going to be a lot of damage as he comes in here. And he's using the minions and the baby dragons.
Yeah, and you know what? This quickly, from what we're seeing today at least, has been kind of the meta. I think if you took a tally of all of the attack strategies so far today, I think we've seen this by far the most.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. It would be somewhere with this one, and then we've seen the Giant, the Bombers, and the Night Witches a couple times as well, but this by far has been the most popular.
And the Night Witch is exciting to watch, but it's cool to see a continued diversity of attacks.
Right.
Yeah, they're forced to change one battle camp out, or one camp, but here we go. Okay,
here he goes, going all in on the side, all of his baby dragons in there. The Roaster is targeted on those baby dragons up at the top. 3 of them
bomb goes up,
are almost down. He doesn't have his battle machine in there or anything. So
yeah, last baby dragon is in there to try to protect.
Nice. Baby dragon, focus on that roaster. It's going to be interesting to see if he can get this battle machine in through these walls. That minion up at the top.
Roaster goes down. There's the first star. Oh, and the air bomb's on the right-hand side.
Wow.
On the left-hand side, you got one.
Look at this minion.
This is beautiful right here. The minion's going to get that crusher down, you guys. And that means that the battle machine, if he drops it correctly, is going to go after the wall with nothing firing on it. And then go straight for the builder's hall.
Yeah,
I'm so excited I can't even say it.
You can see the
guaranteed 2-star if it gets going.
Everything is cleared from the outsides, and the battle machine's got to get in here. He does have to deal with those 2 archer towers that are on short range that are going to do a lot of damage, but he's heading into the center right here.
Exactly, and this is what we're talking about. 2 ways to get to the core. Use your bombers to wipe out the walls, or like we're seeing right here, getting all of the defenses out of the way and getting the battle machine to get there.
Right.
Without getting fired on by defenses.
So you can see he's just hitting on this wall right here, taking his time. He's going to have to deal with the guard post. Do you think the guard post is going to pull the battle machine over to the side?
No chance.
No, if they're making their way over to him, he's going to head in there.
Look at those barbs. Oh, that's what you do to elite barbarians right there. Okay.
There he goes.
So that is going to be the 2nd star easily, and he's going to have another ability up. We're going to see more percentage points getting racked up right here.
There he goes. 2nd star,
check that out.
59%, taking out that guard post, continuing to work his way around.
We get one more? We get this archer tower? Looks like it's going to be close. He's not going to get another
ability, but he is
he got it down to
65%.
Solid attack right there from NiNjaHeRos. What early on looked like it could have been just a percentage grab becomes a 65% 2-star, and that's solid. That's going to be tough to overcome.
Right.
And I love this late battle stuff. I love the way to see the way things unfold. Even after everything's been deployed, so much can change.
Yeah, for me personally, I don't save my battle machine like we've seen so much today, but it seems like it's paying off for a lot of people. They're saving it, they're not wasting it, they're clearing out buildings, and they're getting it into the core and letting it do its thing.
Exactly. I mean, there's really 2 ways to use that battle machine: as a tank to distract if you're using Night Witches, or like we've seen here time and time again, picking up, I mean, these battle machines are picking up 10, 20, 25% of a village because of the defenses being wiped out early.
Right, so we're going to go ahead and get back into this. The defender, of course, NiNjaHeRos, but JUDosLoth knows what he has to do. He has to get that builder's hall, and as you can see, it's in a core of its own in the middle.
Oh, man.
So it's either going to have to be air here, or it's going to have to be some bombers so that he can get in there to that core.
Exactly, and the key to this base defending is the fact that it's usually tough for bombers to last that long.
Right.
To get to that inner ring of walls.
Yeah, especially with those distracting walls around the outside. That, again, like you said earlier, this isn't the main base of Clash of Clans. If those buildings behind it are gone, these bombers are still going to attack.
Right, they just wander off. It's super frustrating, but again, that's part of the learning curve. Everybody's starting to play and realizing that things aren't the same as they are back at home. A lot of these units, especially, you're looking at the archers, even the beta minions and the barbarians, those first few seconds of their attack are super valuable.
So he's going to go ahead and start this here. Now, this is a little different than the other one we've seen. He's got 3 camps of baby dragons.
Yeah, so 9 dragons, 9 baby dragons.
And it looks like I imagine he would probably attack from the bottom side here. The roasters on the top, which we've seen do a lot of damage so far to dragons because they tend to group up as they work their way in. So staying away from that roaster is going to be very important.
Exactly, and as they work their way in, you got to remember one thing, and that is that it's almost impossible to hope that the battle machine would go after the builder hall before it has to go after at least one of the crushers. So I think that JUDosLoth is probably counting on the baby dragons to grab that builder hall.
And right here you can see those archer towers are set to short range, so they're not hitting those minions. Those minions are pretty much free until it gets in range of that air bomb, which you just saw get triggered there, and those firecrackers. So it does look like he's trying to take out more of a percentage over here on the left side of the base, so he's going to have to get in there. And the damage that's done to the builder's hall is going to have to be from the baby dragons or the minions, because the battle machine's not going to get in there.
Yep, just 2 minions left to deploy, and you've got 8 baby dragons yet to go. 27%. You can see Judo really focusing right now. A couple more minions. The last of the minions on the top right there. Going to grab that structure on the outside. But again, 65% 2-star is the figure to beat, and it's going to have to be 8 baby dragons to get to that builder hall.
Right, and he's got to be careful of keeping them too close. So he's attacking from the top, going in there where that roaster is. Not really too worried about it, but he's got to keep these baby dragons spread out so that they keep that ability. The first one goes down very quickly to that short-range archer tower. That's going to be a problem up there.
Trying to get that Crusher out of the way, maybe with the Baby Dragon. He's going to bring one in here behind. There's the Roaster, absolutely cooking that Baby Dragon, and the short Archer Towers, too. That went down so fast.
The short Archer Tower is very, very strong against any type of unit. It's doing work right now, but again, this Roaster is probably going to be the biggest problem over here. Ability's going down. He's only at 48%. He's got to beat 65% 2-star.
Here comes. He's got 3 more Baby Dragons after this.
There he goes.
He's got that first star. Baby Dragons. He's trying to spam that, but he can't quite get it off. The Crusher takes care of the Battle Machine, 53%.
He's got
just 2 Baby Dragons left to go. Can they possibly clear that Roaster out?
He's got to get that Roaster out, and then I think
go after the Roaster.
It'll be out of range of any other air defense, or at least it should be. The Archer Tower's not going to hit it. The Firecrackers might be in range if he deploys these correctly, but still, he's got to get up to 65%.
Yeah, and we know that a 1 Baby Dragon will be successful in taking out the Roaster right here.
Oh, it's in range of the Firecrackers.
Yeah, the Firecrackers, you're right, are firing. That's going to make the difference right there. It's not going.
Oh, it's going to go
simultaneous. Simultaneous, but
it's going
what just happened
down
right there.
Towards the
there
double
goes the Baby Dragon
cannon.
after the double cannon.
That's going to be it.
That was tough. I mean, you had a chance that it could have pathed in after the Builder's Hall, but dropped a little bit off to the right. And that
62% 1-star. He was close on the percentage, but he needed to get that Builder's Hall in order to take that win.
Exactly. So that gives another win to Ninja. Ninja going up 2-0.
Right. There we go. But again, obviously, best 3 out of 5 here. So if Ninja takes this one, it's going to be over. But JUDosLoth is going to have a couple more chances to bring it back.
Yep. So NiNjaHeRos, that looks like they're getting ready to go. And JUDosLoth, that was tough. I mean, that was hard. You really hoped for Judo that he could have gotten that last Baby Dragon in there. But like you said, percentage and the Builder's Hall, and the Builder Hall only would have gotten him to 65.
Right.
He would have had to get the Baby Dragon to path and go after another structure after that just to grab the top.
And he still had those Firecrackers doing work and that other short-range Archer Tower, which takes out those Baby Dragons so quickly.
Yeah, and it's critical to have the knowledge of what units can take out other units. Like head-to-head, we know, I actually made a video on the fact that a single Baby Dragon will take out the Roaster.
Right.
But, like you said, the Firecrackers were there, the Firecrackers were firing, and that just annihilated Baby Dragon. It never had a chance.
Right. All right, so we'll go ahead and jump back into this next one, where, of course, the defender is NiNjaHeRos because he's already attacked 2 times, 2-0. JUDosLoth has to make it happen here.
Yep.
And look at that center core again.
Yeah, once again with that inner set of walls, so tough to get through. So we'll see. Well, we're seeing some bombers this time.
There we go.
Like 6 dragons, 1 camp of barbarians, either enraged or sunburned. It's sometimes hard to tell. They look sunburned to me.
They do look a little sunburned. But the thing is, again, those wall breakers or those bombers might do a good job of getting into that first core.
Right.
But the chances of them making into that center core where the Builder's Hall is, that's going to be difficult.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, in Barb Rush strategy, you're going to try to get the barbarians in and use them to tank so that the bombers don't get taken down. But sometimes you need more than 15 barbarians to get that job done. We're going to watch. These bombers are going to be extremely high value right here.
Yeah.
It's going to be absolutely key if they can get in deeply.
Wow.
And how long they survive.
That mortar just took out those barbarians
that was quick.
very, very quickly. He's going to send it in. Here come the bombers as well. He's sending in some barbarians. That double cannon is going to target them. They're already in the wall. There he goes. He's heading in.
It's going in early. That's a good sign.
They can't get distracted here, though. He still has 1 bomber he hasn't deployed. They've got to get into the core.
That's it for the barbarians.
They're heading over towards the Crusher, and I believe the Battle Machine's going to just work his way around unless he can somehow get a hole in that core.
Yeah, he wanted the Battle Machine to go left to take out the air bombs. It went right. It's going to face that Crusher, and even with the ability, it's going to be tough. Because, again, your favorite defense, the double cannon, is just crazy damage right there. Bye-bye Battle Machine.
It absolutely
got the first
those Battle Machines. There's the first star, and there is an opening right there, but again, those air mines. And look at that Baby Dragon going off to the right. He dropped it off on the left to see if it would go to the core.
Again,
I guess it likes gold.
It's again tough to see what the tolerance is, how far away you can drop something before it's going to path after it. And the last bomber working hard. You can see he's going to get a couple more sections of wall down. But those walls, what did I hear? They're worth 0.002%.
Right, so the wall, Springtrap sends off that last one. That's going to be a 59% 1-star right there.
No, but the wall's actually not worth anything. Right, so they don't go towards percentage at all. And that's an unfortunate part of the way the base is set up. Your bombers can just sit there and waste time all day going after some spare walls.
So we're going to see NiNjaHeRos come in now, and he knows what he has to do.
Yep.
He's got to beat that 59% 1-star, which is going to be a high percentage. So it's going to be interesting to see if he does, in fact, go for the Builder's Hall, or if he thinks he can get over 60% with just free buildings around the outside.
Exactly, and that has been a tough thing to stop today. If you're using archers, beta minions, almost any combination of those units, you can grab a lot of percentage points. And not having to worry at all about the Builder's Hall. Again, interesting to watch those walled-off Builder Halls making it a huge challenge against any sort of ground attack.
And here we go. So he's going to switch this up. The Builder's Hall is not going to be in a core of its own. If he can get in here and work his way towards it, then he could get that 2-star. Even if it's a 50% 2-star, that's all that he's going to need.
Exactly, and 2 of the 3 archer towers set to shorter range, and they're pretty much close to the inside, so this probably not the ideal base for stopping the pick-off of those outer structures, even though the firecrackers are pretty far out.
Firecrackers are far out, but up at the top we have that 1 archer tower at long range, so that's going to be kind of hard to pick off. But he does have a lot of minions here and only 1 camp of archers, and he's got to beat 59%, so this is definitely going to be a challenge.
Yeah, it's not a gimme. We're going to have to watch and see, but of all the attackers today, NiNjaHeRos may be one of the most patient in the way that he plans things out, the way that he's willing to drop just 1 unit at a time and use every second of the battle timer there.
And this is going to be it. If he does, in fact, beat that 59%, it's going to be 3-0. So I know he's thinking about that 3,000 euros.
Exactly. So 3,000 euros to the winner in this battle, and the loser will take home 2,000 euros. So not too shabby to even lose here. These guys definitely having already beaten at least one opponent to advance this far.
Right. So we're at that 24%. He still has 2 camps of the beta minions and not too many free buildings, and it looks like that clock tower is probably going to be in range of those firecrackers, so that's going to be a little bit difficult because it is one of those higher hit point buildings.
Exactly. Got the clock towers and those storages as well, so the beta minions right there at the bottom using that ranged ability, going after the gold storage and the elixir storage. 27% so far, and he's about halfway through his units there, and he still has the battle machine, of course.
I was expecting to see him drop off the battle machine there with all those minions down to help distract that archer tower.
Oh, maybe
as the minions work in there. Yeah,
he's trying to get that double cannon down there on the left, and that would allow that battle machine. 45%, he's closing in, but
losing 3 archers there. 45% again has to get over 59%, so he's going to be in that 60 percentile. He's about to get 50% here.
There it is. There's the first star,
ladies and gentlemen. But he's still got a good percentage to go here, and nothing really is free on the outside except for that gold storage at the top. So his battle machine's got to get inside.
Yep, so 53%, and at this point, the structures are going to be worth 3% each. So he needs 2 more structures to tie and 3 to win, and it looks like he's just going to drop all the rest of the minions on the left-hand side to try to get that double cannon out of the way.
Yep.
That works, so I would imagine that that's where he's planning at the top there.
Here he
and
goes.
That's going to be the guaranteed tie, and to get through the wall
hopefully he'll go after that long-range archer tower, which is just going to barely tickle him. It's not going to do that much damage to him. That actually might have helped him go in there in that corner. He's out of range of that double cannon, which again we've seen today be completely fierce against the battle machine. He's just got to get in here, only being tickled by that archer tower and that cannon. Once he takes this down, that's going to be
the wall. Time is counting down. It's going to be close, but he's got the ability.
Right.
That's going to be the wall right there, and this is just going to take a couple of shots.
For the archer tower, 15 seconds here. Got to hit it twice, and that's going to be it.
We have our winner, NiNjaHeRos, picking up 3rd place today, 3,000 euro, 3-0 over JUDosLoth. And that was close. That was closer than it might have been.
Not only with the time, but also the percentage there.
Yeah. That time almost ran out. But he did pick up the extra building, and he won just by 1 building right there.
1 building.
But he did clinch the 3rd place slot, 3,000.